Hello everyone, welcome to the Daily Biology MCQ series of NEET Buddy, where we are providing you with daily biology MCQs from one of the chapters of class 11th or class 12th NCERT Biology, and the topic for today's MCQs is what you're seeing on screen. So without wasting much time, let's get started. What does photosynthase refers to? Guys, remember photosynthase refer to. Option A, process by which green plants synthesize food. Option B, food synthesized by leaves. Option C, raw materials utilized by plants in photosynthesis. Or option D, byproducts of photosynthesis. What does photosynthase refer to? The correct answer is option B. Food synthesized by leaves is called as photosynthase. Question 2. Type of flow occurring in xylem is option A, unidirectional, option B, multidirectional, option C, bidirectional, option D, none of these. Type of flow occurring in xylem is. The correct answer is option A, unidirectional. Most of the time the flow in xylem is unidirectional, that is from the roots where the water is absorbed to various leaves, stems and other parts of the body where water is utilized. Question 3. Which of the following is incorrect statement? Four statement is given, you have to identify which one of these is incorrect. Option A, smaller substances diffuse at faster rate. Option B, diffusion across a membrane depends on lipid solubility of the substance. Option C, substance that have hydrophilic moiety pass easily through the membrane. Or option D, substances soluble in lipid diffuse faster. Which of the following statements is incorrect? The correct answer is option C, that is the substances that have hydrophilic moiety pass easily through the membrane is incorrect. In fact, these take a longer time to pass through the membrane. However, substances which are lipid soluble pass through the membrane easily. What does hydrophilic means? Hydro means water, philic means love. So these substances have love for water. These substances find it difficult to pass through a lipid membrane. So option C is the correct answer. Question 4. Which of the following is correct about different transport mechanisms? Option A, simple diffusion is highly selective. Option B, facilitated diffusion is an example of uphill transport. Option C, facilitated diffusion is energy dependent process. Or option D, facilitated diffusion has the tendency to saturate. Which of the following statement about different mechanisms is correct? You have to identify which statement is correct. The correct answer is statement D is correct. Facilitated diffusion has the tendency to saturate as it is transported via various channels, right? So these channels are proteins which have tendency to saturate. However, facilitated diffusion is not an energy dependent process. Remember, both simple diffusion as well as facilitated diffusion are passive process. They do not require energy. Only active diffusion requires energy. Plus the second option is also incorrect. Facilitated diffusion is an example of uphill transport. That's wrong. Uphill means from low concentration to high concentration. That's incorrect. Even facilitated diffusion, though facilitated by various proteins, require a concentration gradient. And option A is obviously incorrect, as simple diffusion is a simple process of diffusion. There is no selectivity. Uniport, antiport, symport are types of. Option A, simple diffusion. Option B, facilitated diffusion. Option C, active transport. Or option D, none of above. Uniport, antiport, symport are types of. The correct answer is option B, that is facilitated diffusion. Question 6. Which of the following is correct? Solute potential is either positive or negative. Option B, state at atmospheric pressure, water potential equals solute potential. Statement C, Unit of water potential is psi, or statement D. Water potential is affected only by solute potential. Which of the following statement is correct? The correct answer is statement B is correct. That is, at atmospheric pressure, water potential equals solute potential. Osmosis is option A, passive process, option B, active process, option C, selective process, or option D, highly selective process. Osmosis is. The correct answer is option A. It is a passive process. There is no energy used in the process of osmosis. Question 8. Plasmolysis occurs in option A, isotonic solution, option B, hypotonic solution, option C, hypertonic solution, or option D, isobaric solution. Plasmolysis occurs in. The correct answer is option C, that is hypertonic solution. In hypertonic solution, the water moves out of the cell and the plant cell moves away from the cell wall, and this is known as plasmolysis. Question 9. Plant cell is said to be flaccid when placed in option A, isotonic solution, option B, hypotonic solution, option C, hypertonic solution, or option D, none of the above. Plant cell is said to be flaccid when placed in. The correct answer is isotonic solution. In a flaccid cell, as the amount of water moving out and moving in is equal. So when a plant cell is placed in isotonic solution, it is said to be flaccid. When a plant cell is placed in hypotonic solution, which of the following events will occur? Hypotonic solution. Option A, cells become turgid. Option B, cells become flaccid. Option C, cells remain as it is. Or option D, plasmolysis occurs. When a cell is placed in hypotonic solution, when a plant cell is placed in. The correct answer is the cell becomes turgid. So three things can happen. If the cell is placed in hypertonic solution, plasmolysis occurs. If it is placed in isotonic solution, then cells become flaccid. If it is placed in hypotonic solution, then the cells become turgid. Question number 11. Root pressure develops due to increase in transpiration, active absorption, low osmotic potential in soil, and passive absorption. Root pressure develops due to. The correct answer is option B, active absorption. Question number 12. Carbohydrates are commonly found as starch in plant storage organs. Which of the following 5 properties of starch from A to E makes it useful as a storage material? Easily translocated, chemically non-reactive, easily digested by animals, osmotically inactive, synthesized during photosynthesis. Which of these 5 properties make carbohydrate useful as a storage material? The useful properties are both A and E, both B and C, both B and D, or A, C and E. Which of the properties of the starch make it a useful storage material? The correct answer is option 3, that is both B and D. It is chemically non-reactive and osmotically inactive. Question number 13. Transport of food material in higher plants takes place through transfusion tissues, tracheids, sieve elements, companion cells. Transport of food material in higher plants takes place through. The correct answer is option C, sieve elements. Question number 14. What does the diagram represent? Diagram is given. What does it represent? Hydroponic plant production, hybridization plant production, nutrient solution culture, hydrolytic plant production. The correct answer is option A, hydroponic plant production. Question number 15. The rupture and fractionation do not usually occur in the water column in vessels and tracheids during the ascent of sap because of transpiration pull, lignified thick walls, cohesion and adhesion, or weak gravitational pull. Rupture and fractionation do not occur in the water column in vessels and tracheids because of. The correct answer is option C, cohesion and adhesion. So those are the 15 MCQs for today. We'll see you guys again tomorrow with another set of 15 MCQs, and the topic for tomorrow's MCQ session would be the next chapter of class 11th NCERT biology. Do read that chapter up, and if you found this helpful, do share it with your friends as well. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Till then, all the best and keep working hard. Do like and share this video if you find it helpful, and if you're new out here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.